Good morning. I am Miss Mary Rose Diego, your instructor for today in the subject 21st Century Literature from the Philippines and the World.
At the end of this lesson, the students shall be able to become familiar to the concept of drama, enumerate the kinds of drama, and present a short drama individually. We are almost done discussing the elements of drama. And to just review, when you hear the word drama, you probably think of your favorite dramatic television show or movie, right? But literally, drama has less to do with a serious storyline and more to do with stage performances. As it comes from the definition in literature, drama in literature refers to the performance of written dialogue and stage action. It's a literary genre that allows actors to act out a writer's words directly to an audience. But there's more than one type of literary genre, and chances are you have seen examples of them all. So here are some explanations and examples of different kinds of drama in literature. The first kind of drama is comedy. Comedies are usually humorous plays, but being funny is not the only way to define a comedy, because it has its elements, and this includes it must be light-hearted tone. What else? It addressed serious topics in a humorous way. So it's a comical understanding that has happy ending. Remember, class, that it is true that comedy tends to bring humor and induce laughter in plays, films, and theaters. The primary function of comedy is to amuse and entertain the audience, while it also portrays social institutions. One of the best examples of comedy is A Midsummer's Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. It is a good example of comedy presenting young lovers falling comically in and out of love for a brief period. Their real-world problems get resolved magically. Enemies reconcile and true lovers unite in the end. Next is tragedy. Tragedy is a type of drama in which the protagonist or hero is brought down by his or her flaws. Now, what are the themes within that tragedy? We have murders, deaths, insanity, and pain are among the most common ideas in tragedies. Main characters usually have some kind of weakness or defect that causes their downfall. Tragedy first appeared in the theater of ancient Greece. Like comedy, it lived through the Roman Empire, medieval times, Renaissance, and other eras. Remember, class, that the aim of tragedy, as stated by Aristotle, is to create a release of certain emotions from the audience, to arouse them sensations of pity and fear, so that they leave the theater with an understanding of the ways of gods and men. And to give you an example, Oedipus Rex is thought to be his best classical tragedy. Aristotle has adjudged this play as one of the greatest examples of tragic drama in his book, Poetics, by giving the following reasons. That this play, as what I have mentioned, class, that this play arouses emotions of pity and fear. Okay, it also shows the downfall of the character. And to give you a short background information about the display, it follows the story of King Oedipus of Thebes as he discovers that he has unwittingly killed his own father Laius and married his own mother Jocasta. Over the centuries, it has come to be regarded by many as the Greek tragedy par excellence and certainly as the summit of Sophocles' achievements. Third one, we have melodrama. A melodrama is a type of drama in which the characters are engaged in exaggerated situations that allow for intense emotional responses from the audience. So what does it mean? So it means that melodramas are an entertaining form of dramas in which the dramatic situations presented allow for the audience to escape reality and become consumed in the characters' struggles. And by including these exaggerated situations, the audience feels the heartbreak and passion that are a result of the situations that characters find themselves in throughout the course of the story. One of its popular examples is the popular soap opera Beverly Hills. Okay, so it is an example of a melodrama. So this television show utilized such stacked characters as Steve the high school jock and Andrea the nerdy newspaper editor throughout the series. The characters were engaged in dramatic situations in which the audiences were emotionally invested. Lastly, when you combine the elements of a comedy and tragedy, you get tragicomedy. Tragicomedies are more complex than a drama with few jokes or a comedy with a serious scene. Some ways to tell you if you are watching a tragicomedy are if it has a serious storyline told in a humorous. What else? An ambiguous theme, broad characters who act in classically comical ways, and neither a happy nor a comic ending. In addition, mostly the characters in tragicomedy are exaggerated, and sometimes there might be a happy ending after a series of unfortunate events. It is incorporated with jokes throughout the story just to lighten the tone. One of the best examples also for the tragicomedy coming from the piece of William Shakespeare also, The Merchant of Venice. Okay, so it is considered one of the most popular traditional tragicomedy examples. Though it has a comedic structure, there are tragic characters such as Shylock, who is central character, and tragic events such as Antonio's loss of life. Although the play ends on a happy note with the union of the lovers in the story, and Antonio is saved from a tragic incident, readers are left with a taste of Shylock's sufferings. Hence, the feeling and mood of the play at the end is neither happy nor gloomy. Though this play definitely has a comic structure, it also has a strong tragic story. Therefore, it can be classified as a tragic comedy. At the end, drama in education is an important means of stimulating creativity in problem solving. It can challenge students' perceptions about their world and about themselves. Dramatic exploration can provide students with an outlet for emotions, thoughts, and dreams that they might not otherwise have means to express. A student can, if only for a few moments, become another, explore a new role, try out and experiment with various personal choices and solutions to very real problems from their own life, or problems faced by characters in literature or historical figures. Assessment number 1. The students will choose their own favorite character in literature. They will draw the costumes of their chosen character. Originality 50%, creativity 30%, cleanliness of the paper 20%, 100% for the total. Assessment number 2. The students will perform their chosen character dramatically. For the rubrics, presentation 40%, creativity 25%, emotions 15%, cooperation 20% with a total of 100%. I hope that you will be able to submit all of your activities next meeting.